Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chet DuPont. I'm married to my wife, Deb. For those of you who do know me, you are pretty aware of the fact that Deb and I have a great passion for the country of Rwanda, and especially the children of Rwanda. I've gone to Rwanda on mission trips through my church the past 3 years. Deb's been the past 2 years. It's impossible to articulate equally well how difficult the lives of the people of Rwanda and especially the children of Rwanda are. Yet at the same time, what a wonderful, loving, God-fearing people these are. People have been through amazing tragedy beyond our ability to understand. So with that being said, I come to you because I'm asking all of you for help for these kids, in particular for 7 of these kids. There's a group that I'm affiliated with called Mission Life. Mission Life works with making the lives of children better. This is done in a couple of South American countries and indeed in Rwanda. And of course my passion is for Rwanda, so that's what I'll speak about here. But the bottom line is in Kigali, it's the capital city of Rwanda. There's something called the Child Hope Center. This is a place where 40 kids have been accepted into this center. This is in the poorest section of Kigali. It's called Old Kigali. Again, especially difficult lives for these kids. I won't get deep into the weeds with it here, but anyone can ask me at any point through email, text, calling me, whatever it is. I'd be happy to talk forever about it. But just trust me, I've been there, I've seen it, and I've experienced it. Now, we're living in a crazy time right now, right? Where everyone's like, what can I do to make the world a little bit better? Well, I'm coming to you to ask you to make the world a little bit better, one child at a time here. Within this Child Hope Center, there are 40 kids that have been accepted into this center. Currently, there are 7 of these kids left that do not have sponsorship. So that means 33 kids are there sponsored, 7 are unsponsored. Again, I'll talk forever offline with you about greater detail, but in this Child Hope Center, these kids live with their families, but they're allowed to go to this center 5 days a week. And 5 days a week, they receive a hot meal, which is not a guarantee in their lives. They are provided with the ability and the access for education. In Rwanda, you have to pay school fees, which many of these families cannot afford. So through the Child Hope Center, they get their school fees paid for. They're required to wear uniforms that are paid for by the Child Hope Center. They have shoes paid for by the Child Hope Center. Every one of these 5 days, they're given help with their homework. They're given the friendship of 39 other kids. They're given the safety of the Child Hope Center. And basically, by sponsoring one of these kids, you're giving these kids the access to education. And as all of you know, education is the hope for anyone in any society. You're giving them safety, and you're giving them a full belly, guaranteed 5 days a week. I want to show you something. Deb and I sponsor a child. This is Sophia. A lot of the times, and I'll say it myself, I'm a jaded old guy, you don't believe necessarily what you see about these child sponsorship organizations. What I can tell you is Deb and I have been to the Child Hope Center. We've met all 40 of these kids. We've had the pleasure and joy of seeing, hugging, and through a translator talking with Sophia. She's a beautiful little girl. There's so much to say about the child sponsorship through Mission Life, what they do, but you actually have the ability to have communications with the child you sponsor. They will write you letters. There is a video ability, all types of things. Deb and I just received, just a couple days ago now, I handwritten letter from Sophia. It's translated in English for us, thankfully, here. But I just want to tell you just little snippets of this, if it makes your heart melt a little bit. She starts the letter by referring to me, saying, "To my father." And basically, she tells me, which I already knew, that I do not have parents. We know that her mother died. Father is not known. And I believe it's the mother's sister took Sophia into her family, which again is a huge burden to add a child in that environment. But she actually says to me, "Thank you for accepting to be my father, as I have never seen my father." Those are tough words to listen to see such a little girl with a life like that. She even adds, amongst the other things here, something random. She says, "I like eggs." Who doesn't like eggs? But the reality is, in Rwanda, having an egg is far from a guarantee. So that's how precious that is for her. So look, here's the thing. I've seen these kids. I will send you videos of these exact kids singing, dancing, playing, going through their instruction material. They're real. It costs $39 to sponsor one of these kids. I know times are hard. A lot of people don't have $39. So I propose an idea. If you can't sponsor a child for $39, do you have 2 or 3 friends that would help you? Maybe 3 or 4 of you get together, throw in $10 a month. With that effort, you will legitimately save the life of a child. You will legitimately educate them, provide them with food, provide them with hope for the future. If you're a parent, what better way to teach your kids about compassion and care and love for others? No better way than through this. So I implore you, imagine being one of these 7 kids that still doesn't have a sponsor. You can make a difference. I'll provide in any comments of where I post this all the information that you need to make contact. You can go online, you can look at each of these kids, and you will actually be able to see a picture and a video of the 7 kids that are still waiting for hope. 7 kids still waiting for you. Maybe you and your friends, maybe you and your kids. I'll tell you, missionlifechange.org. missionlifechange.org is the starting point, but again, I'll make sure there's plenty of links available in comments below wherever I post this. I strongly encourage you, even if you don't know me, if you want to text me with questions, my number is 603-913-1592. If you want to email me, it's chetdupont@gmail.com, chetdupont@gmail.com. Whatever I can do to bring you some better understanding, some better comfort in any decision you may make, it's a good day for me to be able to do it. So please consider it. I know some people won't even be able to split it 4 ways, but if you can do it, if you can do this, you will change the life of a child. We're in terrible times right now in the country, in the world, but this is a way to make the world a smaller place for all of us. These children are no different than the children you have or the children you know. They speak a different language, they live in a different part of the world, but make a difference, just one difference that will change their lives. If you split this 4 ways with people for the sake of 1 or 2 cups of coffee a month, you can give a child hope. So again, sorry to bother you with this long-winded message, but I don't know any other way to get it out there. Please contact me. Please choose to make a difference in one kid's life. Thank you for listening.